Okay, let's try this trigonometry here. It says, using the sketch alongside, determine the following in terms of x, y, and z. What is the sine of this angle? Well, the sine is just a ratio, a fraction made out of the sides of the triangle, and the sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so it's x over z. The cosine's y over z, adjacent over hypotenuse, and the tangent is x over y, opposite over adjacent. And that's it. X over y, y over z, x over z. There's the first 3 marks. Now it says in triangle PQR, P is 90 degrees, R is 22, and PQ is 13. Solve the triangle. Figure out all the missing sides and angles. Okay, so you just draw yourself a triangle, make the right angle where P is here, and then put 22 degrees and label it R. Now you can put the R and Q in different places, but there it is, PQR. And between P and Q is 13. So that's the key, is to get the first thing done right. Now, solve the triangle. Well, the first thing, what's angle Q? Well, if that's 90 degrees, these two have to add up to 90. 90 minus 22 is 68 degrees, because the angles have to sum in this triangle. That's why it's 68. There's 1 mark. Now, if we want to find this side here, it could be PR. I'm going to use the 22 degrees. We have opposite over adjacent. That's the tangent of 22 degrees. Opposite is 13. And PR is the side, one of the sides we're looking for. Now, when you have a fraction like this, these guys can trade places. You actually multiply both sides by PR and then divide by the tangent of 22 degrees. 13 divided by the tangent of 22, well, that just equals 32.18, and there it is in the calculator. I just showed you how it worked, and you round it off to the nearest hundredth. Well, now there's only one thing to figure out. It's this side here. Now, you could use, using the two things, there's many different ways you could do it. Using 68 degrees, you could use this side and use trigonometry. But 13 over QR is the sine, opposite over hypotenuse of 22 degrees. I used the 22 degrees, 13 over QR. QR and 22 trade places there. 13 divided by the sine of 22, it's 34,70, or 34,7 centimeters. Now, you could have used Pythagoras. Now, I used Pythagoras, and I even used all the digits, and I got exactly the same answer, 34.703. If you round it off, you might not get it, but I used the, see these digits here? I just squared the two sides and took the square root. So you could have used Pythagoras to get QR here, and you'd be allowed to do that. So there's our first trigonometry bit.